Hey, want to make your own adult movie theater? Stay tuned to find out how. What's going on, guys? Thomas XSL here, and today I have a very cool video for you. It's one that I had wanted to do, but I kind of put it off, and I'm glad I waited because I ended up finding a completely different way to do what we're going to do here today, which is we're going to put media on a Prim, which is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, we're going to take a building block, a Prim, or primitive. We're going to take a building block in Second Life, and we're going to basically make a little computer out of it, where we're going to be able to use the web browser. We're going to be able to watch YouTube videos on it. It's really cool. So I'm going to go into my inventory real quick, and I'm going to show you. Now, a long time ago in Second Life, people had made things like TVs and computers, and like the beds that we had discussed in the earlier video. Those items were just more or less decorations for your house because they didn't really work. But now after all these years, you'll be able to actually rebuild those things and get those things to function, as the people who originally made them never were able to. So let's see, I'm just going to go into here. So you have this computer store. So this is some old stuff. This was this whole set, Mindy's Freebies 1.2. That was actually something I got from a place called Yadney's Junkyard, which is really cool. It was one of the actually it was the first freebie store in Second Life. Sadly, it closed, I believe, last year sometime, which sucked because, I mean, Second Life debuted 2003 and Yadney's came out the following year in 2004. And it was Yadney's was a place that was also like these other two places called Loop and Freebie Dungeon, where they didn't just give out freebies, but the freebies were also full perm. So you could actually turn around and you could do whatever you wanted with them, and or even resell them if you wanted to, which might seem like a crazy thing to do, you know, like the kind of a crooked thing to do, to like get something for free and then turn around and resell it. But I mean, if I was going to do that, I would make sure to really make the item really tight and just give it brand new textures and make it really look nice before I resell it. But the Adney's was had a lot of stuff that was like full perm, and it was free, and a lot of stuff that you would see at other freebie spots. Yadney's would have like the other parts of the sets, or the other items in the set, like different vehicles. They would have the same few vehicles at each freebie store, but then at Yadney's he would have like the whole set of vehicles for free. But I mean, typically at a freebie store, you don't get items full perm. Usually it's like there are no transfers, so you can't give them away, and they sit in people's inventory. And when people start getting some money together and they start buying nicer stuff, they start taking those other freebies that they had got and just throwing them in the trash or deleting them because there's just no, you know, they can't resell them, they can't give them away, they just like toss them. But so as you can see here, this stuff here is this one's no modify, but still you can, like this computer trackball. I'm not sure what this is, but it's oh, it's a mouse. Okay, it's no modify, but you can still have a copy of it in the inventory and still be able to give it away. Oh, so this is one of the laptops that was part of this set called Computer Store. And as you can see, if you click on it, I mean, nothing happens. It's not, you can't actually use it. It looks like it's functional, but it's more or less just a decoration. Now this one over here actually has a script that is, I'll go into edit to show you. There we go. So see, this one has a script called Cycle Textures 2, and all it's doing is just flipping between all these pictures. You got screen 5, this screen, and this screen. And the script is just flipping between them so it looks like an active computer, but it's not. But with what I'm going to show you today, we're going to be able to make those into actual working laptops and computers. I have some other computer stuff here. And what we're about to do too, you can see a lot nowadays on at the different areas that are selling cars. A lot of the cars in Second Life now are coming with the LCD screens or little TVs or laptops, or one maker even had like a pickup truck with a sideways mounted cell phone on the dashboard, and it had this media on a Prim capability. What else? I got a bunch of laptops, but I know I've got some other computers. Ace Black, a scripted flat screen. Here we got a flat screen. And like the laptop, you can't, I'm clicking on it, you can't work it. It's just throwing up pictures one after the other to kind of look like a functioning monitor, but it's not really, it doesn't really do anything. So the first thing we're going to do to get this started is we're going to go to a place where we can res. First off, so you might want to go to a sandbox. I'm in Sim, and the people just have it set up where I can res stuff here. I don't know them, they just have the land set where you can throw stuff down. So I'm gonna start with a box because that's just that's the easiest Prim to use. It would be hard to get the Prim around a sphere, a cylinder or a sphere. It just wouldn't be able to use it right. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to go to texture, I'm going to go to color, I'm just going to pick black and then hit select. Now I'm going to hit select texture, and I'm just going to pick one of the faces of the cube. I'm going to pick this one here. I'll go back to color and select white, so that's blank, hit select. Now you gotta go to to texture. You bring up texture, and then you bring up materials. And here it says materials and media, and you just hit media, and then you hit choose, and then you get this other pop-up here that says media settings, and it says home page. So we're gonna go ahead, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in my URL for my video channels. Alright, so I've copied my channel URL, and I'm going to just paste it in here, and then hit apply, and then you hit OK, and then the magic happens. There we go. And then if you wanted to, you can go ahead and go just under color. I'm in Singularity Viewer, by the way, so if you're in the default Second Life viewer, or if you're in Firestorm, it might look a little different, but it's between Singularity and Firestorm, these areas should be close to what this looks like here. And the Second Life viewer, I think that sometimes has its own thing going on, but you just go to full bright and check full bright, and that'll light that up, and you can see that how it's dark, now it's light, and you can see it better. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cam around. I got stretch, and I'm just going to de-stretch it. Now originally in 2006 or 2007, something like that, they came out with something called Freeview TV that was scripted, and the problem with that is you had to own the LAN in order to you had to have the land owned wherever you had that TV at. So you have to go rent piece of land, even if it was a small one. You'd still need to own the land, then drop the TV, and then you could play it. But this here that we're doing right now, you don't have to own the land. You can have this anywhere. You can even wear this and be walking around watching YouTube videos or doing Google, where you're walking through the mainland. You don't have to own the land. And what's really awesome about that as well is you can put this in vehicles like people do. You can have this in a motorhome or in a yacht, and you could be out there just cruising around, and your friends could be riding along with you watching YouTube videos. So we're going to get out of this. Actually, one final thing, of course, we want to do is name it. So we'll just put media on a Prim. There we go. I don't know what else nickname to call like this thing, but media on a Prim TV, maybe Prim TV. That sounds pretty cool. So get out. Now to click now originally when you go up to it, if you want, you can see I'm going in and out. If I wanted to scroll this up, I just pick a blank area here, click on it, left click on it. Now I can use my mouse wheel to scroll up and down. Well, yeah, if you watch this video here, 5 Prim smartphone build for sale, that one has basically what we're doing here. But that one I did with a script. I thought you could only do them with scripts, but here, as you just seen, we did this one without scripts. You go into edit, click on it, go to content, and as you can see, there is no scripts. Which when I went to see some of the new cars being made, and they had this in the car, I was doing the edit link parts to try and see what script they were using, and I was like, that's odd, there's no script there. So now I see how they did it without a script. And to show you it works, we'll pick on let's click on a video. And if you don't want the video to be, let me system in Second Life. There we go. Pause that. If you want to scroll away and you don't want to be scrolling the video up and down, all you do is you just click anywhere outside of the Prim TV, and then you can use your mouse wheel to scroll in and out. But I mean, it's got all the stuff. It's got the likes, the like button. You can do. You can expand it. I'll click it again. Click it again. There we go. So you see, you can do that. You can auto play the vehicles. You can highlight that. I think this one's acting up. Let me do that again. I might have put too many clicks. Yeah, there we go. The only thing is, and this button here for the full screen, if you click that full screen button, it doesn't make the whole Prim area full screen. It makes your whole screen full screen, just like if you were watching a normal YouTube video. So don't click the last button. Don't click the full screen button unless you want your whole screen as the video. But I've seen like some mesh TVs that have different faces. Like this, we were working on a cube, so it has 6 faces to it. It's got the back face, side face, top face, bottom face. But with some Prim TVs, it's all one piece, but somehow when they construct those mesh pieces, they can make them have different faces. So if you have a mesh TV that has the screen as a separate face from the rest of it, you could make a TV out of that, and with it being and it'll be a one Prim TV, one piece TV with just a screen projecting this the web browser, which would be pretty cool. I mean, it wouldn't be like wrapped around the whole TV frame and everything, but But let's see what else. If you go up here, you see where it says www.youtube. You can just go here and you can put like I'll put Bing. Bing and enter.
Tonight on the Drunk
www.
gas up your car because we're going to be looking at a full system second life.
Bing.com. There you go. See, and then you can put in Google or whatever your search engine is, and then you could be looking up to put cool trucks. Enter. There you go. So you can be reading the web. If you're building and you want to put on a video, so you hear I don't know, like if you want like an audio book, you go on YouTube and find your favorite audio book or your favorite music video or song, and you could just be jamming out in a sandbox building while your tune's playing. Or if you have land, you can go to you can be at your house just chilling out watching TV or whatever. Or if you're business minded, you can make all kinds of things with this. You can make cell phones, you can make TVs, an adult movie theater if you wanted to. What else? Laptops, computers. And you don't just need a new Prim to do this either. Let me go and take this up, and then we're going to take out one of those old laptops that I just showed you, and we're going to do this to that. So I'm just going to copy this. Click away, click back on, right click, and take. Let me see what I want. I'm just going to throw this in inventory. Whoops. I have to go all the way back up. Close objects. Scroll, scroll, scroll like a mad person. Let's find a nice silver scripted. Oh, let's do a silver laptop. Oh, and I'm wearing it. I don't want to wear it. I want to res it. There we go. The hell's it upside down for? Rotate. What the hell? What is wrong with this laptop? This laptop's screwy. Okay. Alright, there we go. Somebody just put in Builder's Brewery. Television on a Prim stinks too. Wait a minute, what are they talking about? They don't know what they're talking about. Oh my gosh, somebody just said, look at it, it says, somebody actually said, something about media issues, and then somebody else was like, saying like, media on a Prim, total failure. Television on a Prim stinks too. How is that? I'm gonna get in this and start arguing, hold on. How is... Oh, come on. How is that? I keep hitting backspace instead of enter. What the hell? How is that? Hey, I'm doing a video on putting media... Oh, I'm misspelling media on a Prim. It's really awesome to be able to do that. That's funny. I'm doing this video, this tutorial, and then these guys over here are like just like bashing bashing it. It's like, how could you bash that? It's awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we gotta make this Prim blank so it doesn't interfere with the media that we're gonna put on it. So first of all, I'm gonna pull it away so you see that it is a separate Prim. It's not all together with this back piece here. So I'm gonna hit Control Z, and that's gonna bring it back into place. And then I'm gonna go to Cycle Textures 2. I'm gonna left click, hold down Shift, left click the last texture. I'm gonna right click and select Delete. It's gonna go Delete, and then just for a little extra insurance, I'm going to select my, well, where's my scrubber at? I have a scrubber script. I don't know if I talked about this. I probably have talked about the scrubber before. The scrubber is a free full perm script that will clean up any remnants of any scripting or any programming on a Prim. And there it's got a message: Ace black scripted flat screen, and it says this Prim is clean. It's especially works well for hover text and bling scripts. If it helps the Prims that they're in. If those scripts are in a Prim and you delete them, the stuff will still be blinging, or the stuff will still be having the hover text above it saying, I mean, if it's a cell box or whatever, it'll say like whatever, like so many hairs for 99 linens or whatever. And it's kind of frustrating because you'll be sitting there like, okay, I deleted the script, how come this other stuff's not going away? And it's just like residue. I don't know how computers work, but it's like a residual like scripting that's left behind. And the scrubber, you drop that in the Prim, and it cleans up the Prim, and then the scrubber script deletes itself. So it's a way to just clean up Prims that might have some remnants of some old script on them. So we're gonna go to textures, color. I don't want gray. I want to put, or silver. I want to put in black. Select, and I'm going to go to select texture. Select that texture. Select white. And now down here, horizontal scale and vertical scale. Now those are both off. They're 0.91 and the other one's 0.81. Those have to be 1.0. So I'm going to go ahead and left click, and I'm going to just put in 1, and then I'm going to left click and swipe and click 1 on the other side. If those numbers are anything but 1 point and then all the rest zeros, and if your horizontal offset and your vertical offset down here are anything but all zeros, then what will happen is when you put the media on it, the media will be tiled. It will be all stacked up, and it'll be like a grid depending on what the numbers are in the horizontal scale and vertical scale. So you want those two scale boxes only to say 1 point and then the rest zeros. And on your horizontal offset and your vertical offset underneath that, you want those completely zeros. So 0.000. So instead of going to textures, I'm going to see if I can just go to materials and hit media and do it. Choose, I think I can. Home page, we've already copied it, so I'm just going to paste it. And it's the Bing Cool Trucks image. Search, apply, hit OK. And there we go. Okay, so you don't need to hit the texture, which now you can see the texture is gone and it's just replaced with a bar that says media. And there we go. Now we have an old 2000, I'm not sure when this laptop was made. I'm guessing 2005 or 2006. But how we can find out is click on the item, and we're going to go to General and go to the Creator, Ace and also. Ace and also. Clever name. Profile. Ace and also, he was born in 2006. Okay, so it's a good assumption that he was born in January 2006. So more than likely these laptops were made back in 2006. So there you go, 2006 laptops. It's 2016 right now. 10-year-old virtual laptops that never used to work, that now can finally actually do the job, or they can actually function now. You can watch YouTube. Let's see. It's gonna put in YouTube. There we go. And it's a nice shot of a girl's crotch in the first thumbnail. So we can go ahead and go into watching that. Ain't that nice? Okay. But you can watch videos, image searches, look up Google. You can scroll up and down. I don't know if you could leave. I'm sure you could probably leave a. You could probably leave a comment. There you go, nice video. Can you post? I don't know if you can post. Enter. Well, it might be. Maybe you can't post. I thought you could post. And you can like, right? Yeah, you can like, and I don't know why you can't post. Well, you might not be able to post the videos, but you can comment. Your comment won't go anywhere, but you can comment. And like I said, you can play with the settings. You can play with the viewer size. You can mute the video. It's just really fun to play around with, and we're going to take this in. We'll take this in, and I'm just going to put works with 2 exclamation points at the end of it. So I know, oh yeah, that's the one that I made that works. So see, you can take that and then you can turn around and sell that. Like, oh yeah, this laptop does work. It's not just a decoration. And we can go look at some vehicles if you want. You can go and look at some vehicles that have some of those, the media on a Prim. Sometimes when they put that in though, they're what is that called? Let me see. Okay, the scaling. Sometimes when someone's making a vehicle, they don't pay attention to the horizontal or vertical scale, and the YouTube, or not just YouTube, but the web browser actually gets like tiled, and it's like makes it really hard to watch videos, or even like just look up stuff on the web. So if you do make stuff like this for your vehicles, make sure that your horizontal and vertical scaling are set to 1.0, and the offsets, the horizontal and vertical offsets, are at all zeros. But let me see. I think I have a vehicle myself that a friend of mine made that has that has a screen on it. It has media on a Prim. But we can go find some vehicles and just check out what's out there. Oh, and one other thing too is in the preferences, I'm going to hit Control P. In preferences, oh, here we go. Yeah, so it's in preferences, and in singularity, it's audio and video. I imagine it is too on the other viewers. But right here it says play streaming media when available, which what that means, well, here it says automatically play Prim media. So what that means is, like, if somebody's walking by and they're watching something on a Prim, like if they're wearing it and they're walking by, then I'm set up to where I'll automatically start to hear what they're listening to. Originally I thought that when you had this stuff, when you had the Prim media, I thought it was only you can see it and others can't. But if you have this checked, I mean, if they have this checked to play the Prim media, kittens, sorry. If they have it clicked that says automatically play Prim media, then, like, if you're watching porn or something and you go walking in, you know, other people may they'll be able to hear what you're, like, playing. Let's see. And also I want to show real quick about about wearing. So we're going to wear this laptop. I'm just going to click. Let's see, if I put it add to worn, I think it may go on my hand or on my hand. Really old stuff will actually be defaulted to be worn on your head, and then they switch it to the right hand. So I'm going to put attach to, and I'm just going to put spine. There we go. I'm going to right click it and hit edit, and I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate on the green, snap to grid like so, and then pull away. There we go. So now we're wearing the laptop. Now we can walk around, be listening to stuff. I mean, you can even put it on a really tiny Prim and have it, like, hidden somewhere in your body, and you could be, like, walking around, you know, sporting your own theme song if you wanted to. But just be mindful though, if you're playing something and other people have that they can hear it automatically, or that it'll play for them automatically, it will come on for them, whatever you're watching, and they will be able to see it, which would actually work out pretty well if you were gonna be showing people a movie or whatever, or like a video on YouTube, and you wanted them to come over to your place and, like, oh, come on in the house, and you had this big, like, movie theater size Prim to play the movie. Then you could tell them all to click that so that it automatically plays the Prim media, and they can all be watching the same. Y'all can be watching the same movie or video or whatever. But alright, so let's go out and see if we can find some vehicles that have. Now, what better place to find newer made vehicles other than going to the sim known as Cars? It's gonna get pretty laggy because there's a lot of mesh around here, a lot of mesh vehicles, and we're just gonna go up to some of these big trucks. This truck has snowcat wheels. Those aren't wheels. Snowcat treads, tank treads, whatever. Rubber tank treads. Anyways, let's take a peek. And what does it got? What we got? Let's see. I think this is a Pro Street. Oh, it's Fat Beats. Fast Beats. Yeah, I guess it is part of Pro Street. I haven't owned any of, like, the Pro Street cars. I think they're up in like 2,000 lindens. They seem worth it. This one looks like it has a working speedometer. I'm getting a finger pointing symbol on my cursor, which means that it's which means that I can click around, but nothing's happening. Oh, I got the door open and closed. This looks like it's a screen, but nothing seems to be coming on. Yeah, touchscreen interface. Maybe it's power? Power? I don't think it's working. You may have to own the vehicle as well. Alright, focus. There we go. This looks like it's a media player. I'm clicking. What, is that a car hanging over there? There's a car hanging over there. You see it? Why is the car hanging on the wall? What the hell? It's like a big color changing roach. What are you doing? She got no pants on, yo. What's that yellow thing? What is that? Oh, it's a sponge. Oh, she's washing the car. Bikini car wash, but she's got a shirt on. You gotta get... Why is the sponge in your butt? Sponge in her... is in her butt. Can you... see if I can click it. Can I click the sponge? Sponge is wedged in her crack, yo. That's nasty. I don't know if they are or not. I don't think so. Oh, the yachts did. Okay, so the yachts have it when the cars' things are locked. But there you go. There's the yacht has two side-by-side YouTube screens for the driver. Driver and passenger? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's room enough for a passenger. It's going to be watching YouTube videos as you're cruising around the sea. But they do have them for the cars, though. They do have them. Alright, so here's a car I had made. The Subaru BTXX. And as you see... open the door. I didn't have much room, so I just put the big old... I just put my my Prim media just kind of bam right there in the way of the passenger, but that's one way you can put it. And I had this really crappy rosewood texture on it on the back, trying to make it look like wood. I should have made it black instead, but now this one I actually did with a script. I did this one with a script. It was switch channel 1 script. Close the door. So this one I did with the script. I thought you only could do them with scripts, but as we seen earlier in the video, that's not the case. You can do it completely without scripts. Anybody can do this. You don't need to be skilled in anything to do it. Alright guys, so that was the video on how to put media on a Prim, and you just link it up to your vehicles like you would any other part. It doesn't have to go in any specific order. But anyways guys, go out there, res, adjust, explore, have fun with it, and while you're at it, go ahead and make your daddy proud and hit that like and subscribe button like you mean it. And until next time, this is Thomas XSL wishing y'all a happy Easter as well, because that's tomorrow. Well, actually, it's today. It's 4 in the morning, so it's already today's already Easter. So happy Easter to you and your families. Have fun, explore, comment. Don't be afraid to ask questions, or don't be afraid to leave a comment. And take care. man. What's the URL for RedTube again?